What's up, amigos? It's Chris Lewitt back with another Prodigy Maker Minute. As you may know, I'm the former #1 for Cornell University, pro circuit player, elite junior development coach, and author and educator, author of The Secrets of Spanish Tennis and the Tennis Technique Bible. In this Prodigy Maker Minute, I wanted to talk briefly about how to deal with moonballs. Moonballs are a very common tactic in 10 and unders, 12 and unders, and even in some of the older divisions, but typically in the 10 and unders and 12 and unders. At the national level, at the international level, you still see a lot of moonball plays, and what I work on with my students is strategies to try to handle the moonball. So I want to talk about a few of those strategies briefly because I know that this is a huge issue for many kids out there. They have trouble, they struggle handling moonballs, and sometimes it can be really, really frustrating, and kids, they don't know what to do out there, and they go down in flames like double bagel, or they get in a lot of trouble, and they don't know how to extricate themselves from the moonball pit that they're in. So the first strategy that I always try to work on with young kids, especially young kids, is to try to take the moonball out of the air with topspin. I think if you can develop your swinging volley, it's a really good counter strategy to a player who's moonballing. So if you can develop your forehand swinging volley with topspin and your backhand swinging volley with topspin, it provides a really powerful counter strategy against a determined moonballer. In addition, another good play is to use your volley. If you have a well-developed volley, you can play moonball or maybe once or twice back with the opponent, and then you can move forward and play a good volley, preferably short, because typically when you moonball, the other player is deep near the back fence. So if you can sneak in and play a short slice volley, like a drop volley or a short angle volley inside the service box, that's usually always successful. And a matter of fact, one of my students, Henry Holtz, was at the Nationals for Little Mo, and in the finals, he played a guy who was moonballing him a lot, and that guy used the strategy very well against Henry, and Henry didn't have a solution. So that's something that I'm actually working on with one of my students right now. So watch out for the moonball and then the volley, or you can flip it around and you can do that yourself. The other option that some players will do is they will go back and play moonballs back and forth, but you have to have really steady strokes, and you have to be very, very patient and consistent to try to outlast your opponent that way. And at the end of the day, what are we going to do here? We're going to get some action going. Are you going to play any kind of attack moves? I think it's really important to look to be aggressive at the right moment. So if you're in a moonball battle, you've got a few options, but you've got to develop your skills. You've got to develop your swinging volley. Got to have a good traditional slice volley. You got to be able to also take the ball on the rise. Taking the ball on the rise is another good play to counter the moonball. So you can hold your ground, you can take the ball on the rise, but that also is a difficult skill for a lot of young kids to master. So swinging volley, regular volley, on the rise, and you can also, if you're very, very patient and steady, you can play moonballs back and forth until the other person makes a mistake, but not every kid is wired for that. So guys, Prodigy Maker Minute, hope you enjoyed those 3 or 4 strategies to deal with the moonballer. Really common problem in junior tennis, and sometimes even in adult tennis. If any of you are watching who are adult recreational players, you know that moonballs can be a really frustrating strategy to deal with. And I hope these ideas help you in your moonball battles. So I'll see you guys on the next program.